And one of the most important issues that I want to raise here is you might have already seen in media, like the Afghan refugees back in Indonesia. They're in a very destitute situation. And for some, it's been 10 years that they're living over there, but they do not practice their basic human rights. Is there any plan for them as well?
Well, I have a slightly different view. They want to be resettled to third countries. You know, resettlement is not an automatic right. You have to go through a process, and if you are recognized as eligible for resettlement, then you will go to a third country.
Because it's been 10 years for them.
Well, but many of them have, their processes have failed. They have not succeeded. So there is no solution in third countries, and they have to remain in Indonesia if they do not want to come back in Afghanistan. This is the problem. The problem is that some countries host Afghan refugees and would like all of them to be resettled and put pressure on that. And this is not always possible. Resettlement is the choice of third countries. So we can facilitate, and we do whenever we can, but we cannot oblige any country to take refugees on resettlement programs. It's a voluntary program.
And what, since you came here to Afghanistan, I'm not sure that you might have gone to some places and meet some of the Afghans or not, the IDPs I mean. How did you find the situation of Afghans here inside the country?
There is still a very large displacement problem in the country. More than 3 million people have been displaced, not recently, over the years, by conflict and by violence. Last year alone, 2021, more than 600,000. But what is very interesting is that after the transition and after the Taliban came to power and the security situation improved because the fighting that prevailed earlier ended, we have seen a number of them go back to their homes. About 170,000, we estimate. That's a good sign. It means that if there is security and if we can bring help to their communities of origin, then maybe more people will move from displacement back to normality.
And yes. And there are some statistics that every single day, close to 6,000 Afghans leave country to some of the neighboring one, like Iran and Pakistan. Like, with such a big influx of immigration, how do you see the future of the country?
We have, we have